Welcome to Learning Unit number 3. In Learning Unit number 3, we're going to continue with our readings from the Wonder Drug, and we're also going to be looking at a new theory. It's called the Broaden and Build theory, or positive psychology. And this theory was developed by Barbara Fredrickson back in 1998, and then it has further evolved throughout the years. So you're watching this video, and as far as our topic, we're looking at those two things as far as looking at that theory as a process of resilience building. And we're also going to end our unit with the 3 good things, the practice that will continue till the end, and then a new practice called the relational gratitude practice. So by the end of this learning unit, you're going to, through your readings mainly, analyze the evidence on the impact of compassionate care, identify factors that influence a clinician's ability to provide compassionate care. You're going to be able to discuss the broaden and build theory of positive emotions and what the outcomes, what the research, what the evidence shows as an outcome and multiple outcomes of positive emotions, and provide rationale. Why is this theory, how can it be beneficial, and why is it beneficial to a nurse leader or educator who is focused on transforming the workplace culture? And continue with your practices. So let's move on through the different items for this week. So the Wonder Drug for this week, you're reading chapters 4, 5, and 6. And these are really, I feel, excellent chapters as well. And really things are progressing along through our book here. And the broaden and build theory, there's a couple of things within this folder. First of all, it's a very short, it was developed by Barbara Fredrickson, but it's a very short quiz as far as, or really a tool to assess how positive are we. So you don't have to share this. I just think it'll take you just a couple minutes, and it might be eye-opening. I thought it was for myself. And then information that's an overview of the broaden and build theory. And really what that theory shares with us and what it suggests, again, it's a theory, it suggests that positive emotions expand our ability to think. So it expands our thinking and our actions. This then leads to enhanced problem solving and also creativity. And positive emotions help build long-term personal resources, improving resilience and well-being. And cultivating, and we can cultivate our positivity, can foster personal growth and enhance life satisfaction through our increased flexibility and resourcefulness. So you're going to read a little bit more about that. This isn't a research article, so it's not going to take you a lot of time, but I want you to understand what this broaden and build theory really proposes. And then there is a video by Barbara Fredrickson about this theory, and that will also be very helpful. My favorite quote comes from Barbara Fredrickson. So if you click on here, you're going to see my favorite quote. And I think you're going to also appreciate it because it just rings so true. So that's just a little bit about what's in this. So we're not going in depth into this theory. We truly are not. But we are looking at it as another theory to help us in building resiliency for both ourselves and those that we lead and those that we educate. So showing gratitude, this is a Rose Sherman Emerging RN Leader blog. So it's a quick read. but she talks about how showing gratitude is good for you. And I think that really comes in during this learning unit as we develop our new practice that I'll talk about in a minute. So, discussion board 3, there are no replies that are required. But what I'm asking you is to demonstrate your understanding of what can occur when we experience positive emotions and why is this theory important to nurse leaders and educators. And then in the Wonder Drug, the authors present research demonstrating that compassionate interactions influence outcomes and experiences in healthcare. So what I'm asking you to do is select one research finding from one of the chapters, chapters 4 through 6, that you found particularly compelling, and analyze why this finding, this research finding, is meaningful for your nursing practice, and discuss how it could influence the way nurses interact with patients, patient families, students, or our newest nurses. No replies are required for this week. And then you're going to be able to have a little bit more time to start your other relational, I'm the one who named it, but I can't say it, practice. So you're going to, again, do your 3 good things journaling for learning unit number 3. Make sure you click on here for the link. You're going to do it the same way. Each day, for 3 days, you get to pick what 3 days you do it. You're going to submit this 3 good things journal. And if you want, and you're doing this exercise at night, you can write that down and then add it to the computerized journal form the next day, or even all together at the end of the week, you would do 3 different journals. So keep going with our 3 good things journal. And then the relational gratitude practice. This is going to be for learning units 3 through 7. So it's going to be like the 3 good things journal. We're going to continue this on for the whole course, but I waited to start it until learning unit number 3. And this does come from, it's a recommendation from the Wonder Drug, from our authors. And what you're going to be doing is writing one sincere thank you note or email to someone you feel really deserves special appreciation. This person you may have identified as a live to giver, and that comes again as from our authors. So someone that you witness, quote unquote, helping and serving others with genuine care. And that's page 255. So whoever you come in contact with, um, if, if I can just give you, I'm just going to put you on hold for a minute here. My apologies. This is an experience that you can all appreciate. My aunt is living in New Jersey. She was hospitalized, she was in rehab, and now we're trying to move her to a long-term care facility closer to where my family lives in Buffalo. So it's quite the operation, let me tell you. But anyways, let's get back to our relational gratitude practice. So whoever you decide, that's up to you. Just someone that you witness helping and serving others with genuine care. But I'm asking you to share the specifics of what you witnessed this person doing in a note that you send to them, a thank you note or email. You could be creative and make a purchase of special thank you notes for this practice, because I know that people will keep your note of appreciation. Therefore, I have it set up as a discussion board post, because I do want us to share some of the things and some, to some of the people that we're thanking. So I will This will be available for any of us to see what you have shared here in your note of thanks. If you feel more comfortable, you can take out that person's name, etc. But if you want, you can have your written note or take a picture if you're using a fancy card, or attach the email to this post, whatever it is. But this is our way of developing a practice in gratitude. So that is the last assessment that we have for this learning unit. These are optional, so if you just want to stop here, that's fine. But what I've included is a short reading and a loving kindness meditation. That's, I think, 6 minutes, because in our readings for this week, they do talk about loving kindness meditation. So I wanted to assure that if you haven't experienced this, that you can take a moment to do that. And it's also called a metta meditation, a loving kindness meditation. So if you click on, it's a 6 minute YouTube, and here is a reading from my favorite author, very short, Rachel Naomi Raymond, and it's on belonging. So optional. If time just runs out on you, I understand. So have a good week. Talk to you soon.